Hey Scorpio, thanks for coming back. We're going to do your October general reading. We'll see what comes out, what Spirit wants you to know. And I'm going to start by pulling an interactive card from the interactive deck. This is a deck that is a tag-along deck from a book called The Inner Parts by a psychologist named John Holmes. And there is this deck that goes along with it. And the illustrators are from Western Michigan University. And it can be purchased at Kazoo Books. We're going to start now. Beautiful. Beautiful energy here. This is like the wise crone, the wise mother. This is ancestor energy also. This is you're being looked over, and it looks like she's giving you a gift. She's offering her love and her protection. She's grounded, but yet she is surrounded by the light of and the energy of the femininity of the moon. It's beautiful. Your ancestors are calling on you to be more grounded. Let's see what we got from the Akashic Tarot. Ancestor energy. And you know, those who are adopted have copious amounts of ancestor energy, because not only do you have the love of the ancestors that have passed from the family you were adopted into, you also have the love from your original family of your bloodline that protects you. And sometimes there are those ancestors that may have been really ugly in their lifetime, but the beautiful thing that happens in death is that we are relieved from ego and we're able to proceed with the truth in the afterlife. Fated meeting. Look at that. We have two lovers coming together at a specific time. And above them are their higher selves that always knew that they were to be connected. They could have been together in past lifetimes. I'm going to read it out of the book. A clock tower stands with its hands pointed to just a few minutes before 12. A man and a woman approach each other, coming to meet at the same time that was predetermined by their higher selves, who are shown above them translucent and shining. With this card, you're coming to a very important relationship in your life. Either it is entirely new or an existing relationship being lifted to a much higher experience. Karma from past lives may have brought you together, so it's important for both of you to stay alert. Keep your individual and collective growth a priority, and act with deference and compassion to yourselves and each other. If you both honor your karmic course, this could be one of the highest relationships you can know. This card can also show a fated meeting with another about a work situation, a creative project, or an important purpose that you hold. This too is likely karmic, perhaps a past life publisher, a spiritual teacher, a brother or a sister. Whoever this is, it's a powerful and promising relationship, so get ready. It's almost time. Love that. Love that. Let's just jump right into tarot. All right. What do we need to know for Scorpio, please? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, Mother and Father God. High Priestess popped out. Judgment in reverse. One more, please. Well, that was more than one. The bottom of this deck is the Moon in reverse. So, there could be some illusions that we're trying to work through. All right, so what popped out here was Judgment in reverse, the Tower, the Queen of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Cups, but it was in reverse. You don't want to resurrect something. You don't want a return of past patterns or a past timeline to resurface. Matter of fact, you're coming to a sudden event, a sudden change. Something that might be painful, but it's freeing to you. I feel like you're following your intuition. You know, you could have felt like whatever this situation was, it prevented you from fulfilling a wish for yourself. The Queen of Wands is taking action. She's divinely guided. She's taking action on something. She's moving forward with something, and she's using the highest intuitive priestess. But this was not all for naught. It's almost like you've had enough, Scorpio. You've had enough of a situation. You're seeing a pattern unfolding. You don't want to resurrect or continue this pattern. I don't know if you create the sudden change or someone else does, but there is an event that creates this moment where you feel like you have to take action out of intuition. And I feel like there's a lot of resentment or bitterness because a wish was not fulfilled for you. All right, we have the Six of Pentacles coming out. You know, this is an unequal give and take. Under the Tower, we have the blank card. You're tired of this repeated cycle of feeling like you're not receiving what you've been giving. The blank card means this is all up to fate. It's kind of like the karma card. You know, it's your choice. It hasn't been determined yet. Hold, please. All right. So this event hasn't been determined. And Spirit doesn't have enough on that yet, as far as this sudden change goes. We have the Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups. You feel like somebody had, in the Sun, you're getting enlightenment on this situation. Like things are being seen with the utmost clarity. It's like your eyes have been opened. I feel like you're in the planning stages of something. There's a sudden change that occurs. And I'm going against the grain here. Please tell me what this sudden change is. Like your future is what you're going to make of it. It hasn't been determined yet. There are undecided factors. The blank card is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is slow-moving energy, slow-moving opportunities. That's probably why it hasn't been determined. I'm talking to a Scorpio who probably has been spending time in a situation that feels like it's going nowhere or it's going in a loop, repeating patterns, a cycle that keeps moving over and over again. And you're ready to take action and move in a different direction. The Tower isn't always like doom. It's usually a sudden change, and sometimes that change can be a good change. You're ready to take action. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to use your intuition. You're tired of your wishes not being granted. You're tired of not being able to fill your own cup and create your own abundance. Something always throws a wrench in the gears there with you. You're tired of somebody else determining your gives and your takes. You're ready to be the person who determines what goes where and who does what. With this blank card in the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this could feel like it's something that's taking forever, an opportunity to fill your savings account, an opportunity for you to find your own stability. And with the Ten of Swords, it just feels like you have to get out from underneath the burden. You have to get out from underneath the pain. And the Five of Cups, it's like a bittersweet situation. You're doing a lot of grieving in this. You're seeing what you've given up. You've seen what's been laid to waste. And you're having a hard time concentrating on the Two of Cups that you've left behind you. But you're also seeing things with the utmost clarity of the sun. Can you tell me a little bit more about this Judgment in reverse? Not wanting a return to the past. You're not wanting to be underneath the judgmental eye of someone else. You could be dealing with someone who's a bit critical. The Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah. It feels like you don't have a chance to find your abundance. We see the Four of Wands upright. This is the prosperity card. And because you're stuck in this loop, it's like you never quite get there. It's never quite happiness. You never quite find your joy. Could I please get clarification for the Tower? Six of Cups in reverse, the Star in reverse, and the Lovers. The Lovers is usually a decision. It's Gemini energy. It could be a partnership that just has not fulfilled the reality is not meeting the expectation here for you. You had your idea of what this was supposed to look like. And the Six of Cups in reverse, it feels like somebody's dealing with something from the past that just keeps rearing its head. This could be something that you thought was a soul bond. It may have turned out to be a twin flame situation where it's really hard to feel like your emotional needs are being met. Queen of Wands, please. What is this feminine energy taking action on? It's like you're getting guidance and advice, but you're also really trusting your intuition here. This is a go-getter. Confirmed by the Page of Swords in reverse. Usually the Queen of Wands is somebody who can really, she doesn't take a whole lot of time communicating like the Queen of Swords would. However, when she does communicate, she tries to be concise. But with this Page of Swords in reverse, confirming this Queen of Wands, it's almost like it doesn't matter how you communicate. Someone is dedicated to misunderstanding you. Messages are not being conveyed correctly. We are in Mercury retrograde still for a little while longer. The High Priestess, please. Confirmed by Strength. Your intuition is strong, Scorpio, which doesn't surprise me a bit. This is power and strength. And usually we see in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, we see the infinity symbol, which means you have infinite power, infinite strength. And that, in conjunction with this High Priestess, really says that you're following the correct path. And you do have the power inside of you to make sure that what it is that you want gets finished. It's completed. When I take a look at this Strength card, she has the loosest grasp on this beast. She's hardly holding on to that leash. She still has so much control over that beast, over that lion. It's Leo energy. Which tells me that the way you're able to move forward with your intuition is showing the least resistance. Showing the least resistance to things that are coming forward to maybe get in your way. It's like she's effortlessly holding on to that powerful beast. She's not tugging on it. She's not pulling back. She's barely holding on to it because she knows that she has the mental control and the power to be able to control the movements of that animal. Now, the Nine of Cups in reverse. Usually the Nine of Cups upright denotes like wish fulfillment, being satisfied and having, being satiated, being proud of what you've been able to accomplish. This would maybe be a warning to you, Scorpio, not to be too down on yourself. You know, some of us would have the tendency to be like, I should be further along than what I am. I can't believe I let all these things get in the way of what I was supposed to accomplish for myself by now. You know, it's a warning to give yourself some grace. It's confirmed by the Death card. Yeah. You got to put an end to that self-sabotaging inner talk. You know, being hopeful instead of being down on yourself that you haven't accomplished more than what you thought you would. You got to put an end to that. That's got to come to a stop because that's what's preventing you from having your wish fulfillment. We get stuck in these loops of continuing messages from the past that never served us well. Maybe somebody told us we didn't deserve something, or we weren't good enough, or we weren't worthy. And, you know, people can tell us those things in a manner of ways by not spending the time with us that we need, by not showing us the affection. You know, it could be as simple as a parent had to work and you had to stay with a sitter, or, you know, someone was always too busy and didn't make enough time for you, where, you know, it sends a message to a little child who grows up to be an adult that says, you know, I don't deserve to have patience or compassion for myself. I don't deserve to have good things. I don't deserve to have, this is why we can have nice things. This has got to come to a stop. Now it's for a specific Scorpio. All right, the Six of Pentacles. Ah, shit. We got them all falling out here. That's too much. You're saying too much, Spirit. What's the Six of Pentacles, please? So Six of Pentacles is a give and take, right? It's the balance of the haves and the have-nots. This is determining who gets what and when. And it's confirmed by the Seven of Cups. These are having options. It can also be illusions. This can also be a message of watching your shadow self so that you make a choice from the right place. And also the High Priestess in reverse, telling you to please follow your intuition. Also, could be a sign that there may be some secrets that you don't know about. Maybe somebody's not giving enough time, energy, or resources to you because they feel like there are other options out there. And that's maybe something someone's keeping a secret. This blank card has been confirmed by the Knight of Pentacles. Or it hasn't been determined quite yet. And the Knight of Pentacles is saying this could be a long time before you get time, energy, and resources where you want them to be. It's an undetermined amount of time. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. This is about making sure you're planting the correct seeds and being patient enough to watch them come to fruition. If you rush this, you could damage your opportunities. The Four of Swords. This is telling you just to take a break, relax. This is ideas. This is taking a moment to really clear your mind, give yourself some rest, allow yourself some peace, and coming up with the right plan, the right idea. Preparing yourself for truth and clarity to help you along your way. And then the 3 of Pentacles. Could be a collaboration here for you. Somebody wants to work with you. Could be a number of people who want to work with you, Scorpio. What's going on with this 10 of Swords, please? What is the burden that we need to get out from underneath? What is this pain? Five of Swords. Scorpio, you're dealing with someone who's incredibly insecure about you and incredibly intimidated by your strength. They know that you have so much potential. As long as they can keep you small, they don't have to worry about you doing anything more. It's almost as though you're dealing with an individual who has benefited from you staying small. And the more that you lean into your gifts, the more confident that you are, the more that you communicate your own power, the more this person wants to keep you down and make you feel less. It's the worst kind of betrayal. And sometimes it comes from somebody that we really care about. We don't see it. This feels like jealousy to me. This sounds like somebody that doesn't want to see you win. And it's not because they're a hateful person. It's because they feel like shit about themselves. And it's threatening to them that you don't. That was powerful. 5 of Cups, please. Five of Cups, please. Sun in reverse, which is weird because we have the sun upright at the end here. You're grieving over a situation where you've lost a 3 cups. 3 cups can be a social circle, a friend circle, anything that you love, care about, or have shown support towards. I think this is about perspective. I don't think you're really able, at the moment that this occurs, able to see the truth of the situation. It's being muddled up and fogged up under the guise of something completely different. Because in the future, you do have the sun upright. Where you do have clarity. You're able to see things much clearer than you did before. And there's that Queen of Swords. You're cutting to the point. You're able to take action, move forward, and you're determined. This is, nobody's stopping her. Nobody dares stop her. And she's looking like, I wish a motherfucker would try to stop me. I got this here sword. She's very confident. She believes in herself. And this is almost the feeling with the Sun and the Queen of Swords, like, I dare you to stop me. I'm seeing things clearly now. I know what it is that I need to do. I see everything that occurred. I see everything that got in my way. I'm not returning to old patterns. I'm ready to move forward. I feel clear. I feel like I've got the utmost motivation, and you're able to communicate just penetratively. I mean, you're going to be able to convey things to a person in such a way where they feel it right in their chest. All right. What's the best advice that we have for Scorpio? Leo's coming in strong in this reading. King of Wands, Eight of Swords, the Empress in reverse, one more, please. Page of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, the Lovers. Okay. The best advice is, you know, this could be a decision, or this could be your relationship we're talking about. Your person. The underlying advice is, don't forget what made you fall in love with the person in the first place. The Lovers are being, I mean, you've got this angel up above. This is a divine union. These two people are exposing themselves and making themselves vulnerable to one another. You've got the King of Wands. So we've got the King and the Queen of Wands in this reading. These are divine counterparts. The King of Wands is someone who's incredibly employable. He knows exactly what to do. He's motivated. He takes action. He's somebody that everybody wants. He's somebody everybody gets advice from. This could be somebody in your life that maybe you need to take a listen to, or maybe this is your energy. He's also very grounded here. You see, he's got his 2 feet firmly planted. This is strong masculine energy. We see this Eight of Swords. Sometimes this means like that you're stuck in a mental prison. But for you, Scorpio, what I think this is your inability to allow yourself to be vulnerable. It's almost like you've made a barrier of swords to protect yourself. It's like, I don't know what to trust. I don't trust what I see. So I'm just going to blindfold myself and surround myself with swords so nobody can touch me. I can't trust what I see. I don't even know if I can trust my own actions. So I'm going to create not a prison for myself, but a barrier to protect me from what I don't know. We've got this Empress in reverse. This is a feeling of not being able to create, feeling disempowered. And then the Page of Pentacles, which is messages coming through about time, energy, and resources, stability. And it's the Ace of Pentacles. So it's a message coming in about a new beginning, something that creates stability for you. So I would say the advice going forward here, everything isn't what it appears to be all the time. Sometimes we get stuck in feeling so betrayed or not heard or seen that we begin to identify our relationships by a few events that really hurt us. Don't allow your need to protect yourself to disempower you and prevent you from creating a world of abundance. Because sometimes it can be paralysis by analysis where we're just afraid to move. You are able to trust yourself. And there is a message coming through. Just try not to let the events of October create an environment where you don't trust your next move. You've really got to lean into your intuition. But also, sometimes our mind can play tricks on us. At the end of the day, do not make a permanent choice based off a temporary emotion. That's your phrase. That's your phrase for October. Do not make a permanent choice based on a temporary emotion. All right, things are looking good for you. I feel like you're going to get the clarity, but it's going to be towards the end of the month, Scorpio. Take care.